Welcome to Peace in the Meadow. I was trying to do a series, but I messed up my notes, so here we are. We're going to do poetry and art tonight. Come on in. My brother saved. Go ahead and play that song. Hello, Linda. Come on in.
So many faces, it takes so many forms. I felt it all around me since the day that I was born. Yeah, I know who you are. I felt it in a crowded room, a killer in disguise. There in my reflection, a curse I can't deny. Yeah, I know who you are. Stare in the edges of your eyes, like cyanide. So bury it down. I see the demons that you carry around. I know you are. You get it away. With every thought you break, I don't see that I know hate. Lots of men you violate. It's all around you. I know you. Right inside your twisted fate. You can watch some better way. Devil made us look the same. Yeah, I know I was there the day you felt the urge, like pins and needles pushing in reverse. Yeah, I know who you are. It's there in the edges of your eyes, like cyanide. So bury it down. I see the demons that you carry around. I know you are. You get it away. With every thought you break, I don't see that I know hate. Lots of men you violate. It's all around you. I know you. Right inside your twisted fate. You can watch the better way. The devil made us look the same. Yeah, I know you. Bury it down. You can carry it around. So bury it down. I see the demons that you carry around. I know you are. You get it away. With every thought you break, you and I are both the same. I know you are. I know you are. I know you are. I know you
Thank you for the opening song saved. Yeah, I have no idea who that was, but I liked it. Thank you for that.
Yeah, his name is Fozzy. He's Chris Jericho from WWE. He was a wrestler that stopped wrestling and he
I look like-
formed a heavy metal group.
Do I look like the kind of girl that goes to watch wrestling? No.
No.
Sorry. What does it say? Minimal distractions. May there be minimal distractions for tonight's message. Actually, you guys, before we go any further, before we do hellos or anything, I have got to apologize and admit my own fault. Okay, so I'm gonna use this as an excuse because I can see into multiple timelines, and I'm assuming that's what had to have happened. Somewhere in my thirst for knowledge and research doing this the 5 bodies thing, I had every intention of the first one of those to be how the psychic body affects the physical body. That was supposed to be the first one. Then how the I can't even fucking say it. Psychic body affects the emotional body, and then how the psychic body affects the mental body, and then how the psychic body affects the spiritual body. And that way we can bring all 5 bodies in alignment, right? Because that's how the thing goes. Hi, Steve. But here's what happened. So I guess that after I got the script wrote for the first for the physical live, I didn't write it down from my device to a piece of paper that I can actually read it on. And what I did was I thought I had, and in my head, I guess I had already filmed the live. It was already on YouTube in my head. So I was like, cool. And then so I immediately skip over halfway through the week, realize, oh shit, mental's not next, emotional is. So I had to stop filling out mental paperwork and start filling out emotional ones. By the time I got done, was like 24, 48 hours ago. It was like almost 2 days ago, maybe. And my hands so badly hurt that I cannot pick up another pencil for another couple of days. And I made sure to write neatly instead of furiously where I can actually read it. And I had little bullet points. I had it all outlined out, but it was the wrong episode. And so what I decided to do was, if it's okay with you guys, make this just a poetry, art, and fun live. Get caught up with each other, that kind of stuff, and then come back next Tuesday and do the physical, and then the next Tuesday do the mental, the next Tuesday do the emotional, because they all tie in. Hello, Francis. I don't know you don't let strangers up in my panel because we've had too many bad situations. I do let people that stay and engage and get to know us and we fill out, then eventually we will let you up. But right away, it's not going to happen. So anyway, so if that's okay with my, with the classmates, if I just wait until next week to start back up, because it all does tie into the psychic ability lives that we've already done. Because that's what this entire premise is coming from. This whole entire series is going to be solely about your psychic abilities, how to find them, what they look like if you don't know, how to integrate or how to heal them, how to level them out, how to get control of them. Pretty much that's my plan, because what I have realized in this last couple of years is a whole hell of a lot of people running around here with their pineal glands getting decalcified and their powers coming on, but they're not healed at all. And they don't have the fucking slightest clue what to do with this shit. And they don't realize that their insecurity is shadowing themselves, or is shadowing and making it look like a psychic information coming in, when it's not, when it's your insecurity because you're unhealed. You know, like that's, hey, Purple Nymph, that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be discussing over the next few weeks in this live, because it is imperative. It is imperative that we have all of this information. And I'm going to teach you guys in the way that I learn, which is meticulously and step by step, because that's who I am. Meticulous and step by step. Master 22 life path. So what do you expect? Jael, Purple Nymph, Mel. Who else is here? Did I see DJ earlier? And Jael and Steve, and we got Saved, and we got Shazam, and Spirit Moon's here. Spirit Moon's here. And it sucks that Spirit Moon finally made it on a night that I mean, I could share the mental with y'all if y'all want, but man, it feels fucking wrong to go out of order. Cause cause my autism is the only thing I can think. Cause I'm autistic, y'all. And being in 22 life path, I'm very structured. I'm very organized. I'm very, very meticulous and step by step about things. Even if I don't know what those steps are, I will stumble up and down the same 2 steps until I get those steps right. And then I present them to y'all, because I'm not going to show y'all a whole bunch of shit that doesn't make sense. I'm going to show y'all the shit that actually does. And the shit that you could do with no having to buy anything, no having to pay somebody, no having to call somebody, no having to learn this or that or the other. Very simple, very precise ways to deal with all of the things. Diana's brother, how you doing, Salvatore? So that because we are builders 22. That's right. You know what we need? Purple. Shit. My neighbor across that just moved in that works with me, she actually sews quilts, so maybe she'll do this for us. I gotta talk her into it. But we should get t-shirts. Like Team Meadow 22 or some stupid shit like that. Or team whoever you are, team your own name. I think that would probably be better because I don't want anybody to be like, you know what, I'm a follower. No, you're not. You're not a follower. You're not a leader. You're not being with the rest of them. There's no tier. There's no tier. There's no hierarchy at all. There's the people that are listening and seeing, and then the people and absorbing and working it out. And then there's the people that are just like, what do we call those, NPCs? Man. So, are you guys cool with that? Doing poetry and art instead, and then picking back up on the physical? Or do y'all want me to skip the physical and do that next week and do the mental now, which is going to be out of order and may seem confusing? I don't think you're very hard on, Purple. You're the first person to give me a hard on. So I'm going to let you guys vote. It's up to y'all. Either way, you're going to get some wisdom and get to see some cool shit and learn some cool shit. Even if it isn't. I know it's do it my way, but dude, if I do everything, okay, first of all, I do everything my way before I start trying to back up into something stupid. I was about to say something silly. The pieces will still fit. You're right. Speaking of poetry, you guys, I got something that's weighing on me. Do it the way I want. I want to do it in order because I feel like doing it in order makes more sense. If we skip around, I don't know. You didn't want prequels? What's prequels? Prequels? I'm so confused. Don't stress yourself. However, I definitely don't mind if it's out of order. Right on, and I get that, but I do. I think. And hey, Melissa Lovers, how you doing, baby? Good to see you. Because okay, this is what's weighing on my head, guys. This is what's weighing. It's not just my order and my meticulousness. It's that I've been being told that I need to write a book, and not just any book. The kind that is actually basically my journey, my learning journey, and then the steps that I took and the things that worked for me, the things that didn't work, all of the different things that I tried, and then all the things that I learned from all of you guys, and basically it's like gonna be almost like a manual, but that doesn't resonate with me. I don't write like that. I'm a poet. I'm a songwriter. I make cadence. That's it. I make cadence. I don't write manuals, and I don't know. That's why I've been procrastinating on it. I haven't hardly written anything in 6 months because of that. Because I've been hearing this.
So you're a bard.
You need to write a book.
You're a B-A-R-D, a poet and storyteller. Oh, I love it.
What was it? I'm stupid, man. Oh shoot. Anyway, so like I don't know what to do. But I was thinking about this actually an hour ago before I pressed the live. I got you. Before I pressed live on the phone. I was sitting there thinking, what if this is my book? With you guys. And that way it doesn't feel like a manual. People are going to be entertained. And I'm already taking these lives unedited and putting them on my YouTube. So, hey, Melanie, technically, right? What do you think? Anybody? I got sunshine in a silent life. Go ahead, Shazam.
I just got shivers when you said you were going to write a book. I can just see it, and I don't think it would be structured. I think it would be very meadow, and I think it would be bloody brilliant. I
I appreciate that.
I think if you started off, obviously telling your story from the beginning, and then add in the bits when you discovered things as you went along, the important bits, the bits where you get so much raw emotion, you could put that on paper. Yes, you could. With your art and
Thank you for the hard on, sister. I love my sisters. Give me hard ons. Thank you, Rosie. No, I want to see the drawing that you drew the other day first. Can we start off with that? And then, no, Shazam, unmute. I'm talking to you, ma'am.
Sorry, darling.
It's all right. I'm all like bossy today. Welcome in, Rosie. What I was can we start off with the drawing that you did the other day?
But I'm a bit embarrassed.
What? First of all, I can't draw with a pen. So I don't know what the fuck you got to be embarrassed about. That was top notch. That's 1,000 times better than what I do. Like you have, if you could see my paintings up close, you'd see how many layers and layers of fixes I have. Okay?
Oh,
You can feel my painting.
Everything starts with the beginning. Got it in here. But my lights are all out.
Do you got it where you can show it? Can you put your camera on? I'll put you in the big
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, I'll put on my
While
multivan.
While she's pulling that up, I don't want to give all her business away, but basically she's had mobility issues for some time now and been mostly bedridden, and she was afraid she would never write or draw again. And I told her that she creates her own reality, so she can do whatever she wants to do. I'll come back if I can make it. Hey, we're gonna return to the class next Tuesday because I screwed up my notes this week. So tonight's live is poetry, art, and just shooting the shit and having a good time for a couple of hours. Just because, like, I didn't realize that I fucked up my notes until, hey, Miss Pouncer, until just like a few hours before going live. So, yay. But anyway, I do want to. So Shazam, I encouraged her. I reminded her she creates her own reality, right? And what was it? A week later, I get a message in my inbox, or a few days later, and she had drawn a picture of me because she was watching the live. And I told her to hold it with her non-dominant hand and not even pay attention to what's happening. Just let her hand do what it does. And I thought that was really cool. Clean the Ubila command, thank you. What? What are you saying, Jeffrey? And why are you always getting kicked out? Kicked off and having to rebuild your profile? That sucks. Oh, sweet. Let me get Shazam on the big screen. Hold on. Look it. Isn't that awesome? She did that with her left dominant hand and not paying attention. Yes, it is like spiritual writing. It's exactly the same thing. It's the same thing, in fact. Because you could do, that's actually how I've been guided to do my art. I don't have an idea. I just let the pen or the pencil or the paintbrush do what it does. In fact, I think most artists and writers do that. I think it's great.
Thank you. So do I. And so does
What would I
family.
do? Hang on now. Miss Pouncer's got a really great comment there. What would you do if a witch... dang it. If a witch put a love spell on your husband?
Stop him slow.
I actually have the exact answer for that. It's not even spell or combating with magic at all. It's simply the fact of you do create your own reality. And as long as he believes that he has a love spell put on him, he will enact that way. If he chooses not to believe in it, then and says that that's horseshit and you don't have any power over me, then the spell doesn't fucking matter, does it? No, he's not a believer. Is he pining over this person? Did you make that lamp? That's so cute. I love it.
It's like you said, you have to give the spell power, so don't give it power.
Yeah, it's basically, what is it? What do they say about voodoo? If you don't believe in voodoo, then it doesn't work, right? Isn't that what they say, or something like that?
You just don't acknowledge it.
Yeah. Well, it's not just acknowledging it. It's you can acknowledge that somebody tried to put a spell on you, but you can also, in the same breath, acknowledge that you have no power over me, and I'm the only one that
That's it.
has power over me because I create my own
That's right.
reality.
You are
Yeah, so, like-
sovereign. You self-sovereign. Yep, I agree with that.
Yes, exactly. Dude, those are some of the sexiest words ever. Sovereign and authentic. And, well, and integrity. I like that one too. Those 3 words just, they're hot. Yeah, you need to believe, exactly. I could show you the runes she put on his pick. It doesn't matter. Are you giving it power by worrying about it? That's the real question. Because, hey, Prince of Poems, you're in time because we're doing some poetry and art tonight if you want to join us. They have no power either. Tarot has no power. Crystals have no power. Spell jars have no power. Candles have no power. They are simply tools with which to push your intention on, or to hold your intention, not attention, to hold your intention, okay? More damage to think there's a spell of why they don't exist. That's not true. Actually, spells do exist because every fucking word out of our mouth is a spell because we are manifestors. So we speak our reality into existence, even though it's not conventionally like a oil and trouble and boil and trouble thing. It's not like that. What it is I'm speaking that nothing has power over me but me. I'm speaking that out. And therefore it's true. Creating my own reality, manifesting what I have my intention set on. Exactly. So manifestation, prayer, and spell work are pretty much the same fucking thing, guys. It's your intention. Maybe he put the spell on himself. That's probably true too. If he's feeling like dude, yeah, or if he's feeling like anything for her at all, doesn't matter if there was a spell or not, because he still has his own power and he's only going to succumb to some shit like that because he chooses to, because he gives it power, because he allows it to have power over him. When in reality, he's projecting that power over him. He's not really under a spell. I don't know how many times people have tried to fucking cast spells on me, and I'm just like, and they're calling me a witch. Feeding into his only illusions. Yes, that. Yes, ma'am. So, who wants to share something next? Because I don't really want to go first tonight. My hands hurt too bad. My back's killing me too from being bent over this desk all week. Or 3 weeks now. 3 weeks. Anybody else want to share one? Or do I have to go next? Thank you for the gifts. Okay. I'll just let my little pillow sink over her. Y'all, I've been so fucking goofy for like the last 3 days. Like the dumbest shit has come out of my mouth to customers even. Like, I'm just saying some off the wall ass shit to poke. I don't understand. Yes, I do. It's my personality. That's why you love me so much. Alright. I don't know. Which one should I start with then? Or do y'all want to see a painting? Ooh. Fuck yes, I forgot what I already had planned to show you first. Please let you know what. I don't see anything else, but it's cool. You can't hear? Why can't you hear, Shazam? So anyway, I got finished with one the other day, and I'm actually really excited about it. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm tangled all the hell up. Just 1 second. I did not think that direction was going that way, so I had my wires crossed, literally. Okay. So my little blackie light right behind me. Ooh. Okay. So this is super cool. It's a... Oh, my light. It's an octopus on my on a cutting board, and it wraps all the way around. But then, I don't know, the kitchen light's on, so that may be a problem. Let's see. Oh man, I have to do it this way. Damn. Okay, that's not gonna work. I thought it was going to when I had it set up earlier, but apparently not. Okay, there we go. This is how I do it. Look at that. That's pretty wicked. Oh, just kidding. Fucking light. Bro, I'm getting frustrated. Flip camera. There we go. Okay, cool. That's what the problem is. See my fucking black light? I was swatting at a fly. It got all messed up. And back. You gotta go, okay, Spirit Moon. Come back next Tuesday for the, how the psychic abilities, affect our physical body. It's going to be fascinating. I do have all the notes. I just don't have them written down where I can read them to y'all. They're just on my phone. But that's one I got done. And then I've got these 4 that are on my wall that I've put up that they're finished. Those are like pores. Where'd Shazam go? Why'd she fall out and then come back? Is she having internet issues? This one is got glitter. Oh man, let's see. Fuck. See the glitter and the shimmer in the paint? Man, I was hoping this was going to do it in low lighting. That's really upsetting me. Other than that, cool one. And this one was cool. I used to do these all the time. Where I would do the pour and then I would see images. And so I would trace them out. So we got all kinds of weird shit going on in here. There's like there's a stowaway on the back of this, what do they call that? The horse and carriage thing. And then down here we got a alligator dragon thing fighting with some kind of like gnome. Hey, Kelly. And then down here you got like a Loch Ness monster thing. I just thought it was, that's the way the pour fell. And I was like, wicked, I need to fucking trace that. But then, bam. Oh, whoops, wrong way. That's awesome. And it glows in the dark and black light response. So there's like 3 different images in it. And all of my paintings do, in fact. This one's cool because it kind of looks like a fucking helmet or a demon or some shit. Like when it's in the black light. And then that's it in the glow in the dark. Oh, I'm weird when it comes to my art, but I got some other ones that aren't. Then this one looks fucking wicked. If I can be still. Hold on. You know what? This is what we're going to do. Because I can't not Twitch. Boy, this is a shit show today, isn't it, guys? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking stand up. My lights off. I got all kinds of fucking problems. Okay. Maybe. Okay, cool. Yeah. Not freaking cool looking, man. Oh shit, I'm even twitching holding it. And it's just gonna blur every time. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I suck at this today. This one's really cool looking in the glow in the dark too. This one looks wicked from behind. Check this out. It looks like fucking galaxies. Like bursting into fucking existence from behind, right? Is anybody else seeing that? Like, it's the primordial fucking ooze, you know what I mean? Like, this is souls coming up out of the fucking pits of some shit. I don't know. But when you turn it around, you don't see that shit at all. That's fucking weird, right? That's one of the cool things I like about doing the pours. And then let's see, I've got some other ones. I got another one I finished today. Or no, I didn't finish it today. I finished it yesterday, I think. But I'm sending this one to my friend Pharaoh. He's been one of my major supporters. They look really awesome under the black light. I know, right? So he said, what he said was he wanted some. Fuck, stop it. Sorry. I'm having struggles. His struggle is real. There we go. Okay. So, for fuck's sake. He wanted something fast. So I did polar bears looking at the, what's it called? The, Aurora Borealis, and then made little sparklies all over the things. But as you could tell, see all the drip marks? My dumbass, after putting a big old glob of glow-in-the-dark paint, stands it up to dry. Not fucking thinking, oh, you've done this before, stupid. But then, dude, okay, stop. That is super annoying. I need a new stand or new floor or something. I'm not real sure. But in the black light, it looks really fucking cool. See? I like it. And then you can charge it up and it glows in the dark too. But just the stars, I think, and some of the Aurora Borealis. Which I used both black light paint and glow in the dark paint on that. See that? That's pretty cool, right? I like it. He doesn't like it as much because he was expecting a real life painting, but he failed to remember that I'm a fucking cartoonist. This one, I am falling in love with the more that I do it. Y'all are about to freak out. The Aurora Borealis. Isn't that what the Northern Lights are? The Aurora, is that what I said? Aurora, whatever. Yeah, I know the ice has two different kinds of glitter, and then the white bits is actually got it's pearl metallic paint on there. It doesn't do, the camera doesn't do it justice. It's a Van Gogh. I can't spell his name. Van Gogh. Alright, so this one, I am absolutely in love with this one. We see what's going on there. Let's get us a little closer look here. This is the crowd. And there's our little chickadee on the fire pit there. Oh, thank you, Mel. Appreciate that. And then he turns into fire. You know, he's a cartoon phoenix, right? But isn't that wicked? Mm-hmm. I think it's pretty fucking cool. But I'm trying to charge it. And then that's glow in the dark. But if you look up close, you see that it's all fire. All the way down, all the way up into his feathers. So his feathers turned into fire. Yeah, pretty cool, right? What do y'all think? I like this one. I keep falling more and more in love with it every day. Do what? Where'd Purple go? Did Purple drop?
I think she's coming back.
I hope so. I hope she's gonna bring us something too.
Can you see that painting?
Oh no, I can't. Hold on, Shazam. I got you. I got one more I want to show y'all, but I want to see Shazam's first. No. I want to see yours. Oh wow, dude. You're so much fucking better than I am. What are you talking about?
It's not about that. It's just
You're right.
I'm showing you the way
That's amazing.
the paint went and how I drew. That's coffee. That's coffee, tea, an iron brew, and a white fine liner, and that's silver and a glow. But you can
Did you
see
say-
the similarities in the way we pull things out.
Did you say that you paint with coffee and tea?
That's coffee and tea and iron brew.
I don't know what iron brew is, but that's
Oh, it's an
freaking
orange
fantastic.
drink we drink in Scotland. And I just poured it all on and then I left it and I came back a couple of days later and I just picked out what I could see. I did put the hair and that in myself, but that wasn't there. But the rest of it was just coffee and tea bags and a
So-
silver pen.
So you traced it in the same way that I did on my pores?
Traced
You
it.
saw an image in the
Yeah.
colors
Pulled the
and
image
then
out.
painted the lines
Mhm.
on it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. That's
See,
fucking
if you go
badass, dude.
into my profile, you'll see my dogs and my cats that I've done all that with. I call it serendipity spoon, a fortunate accident, because you never know what you're going to get. That's what my art name is, serendipity spoon, because I was called Witherspoon before I got married. So, yeah.
Your married name was Witherspoon?
My name before I got married was Witherspoon.
That's awesome. I didn't know that was a Scottish name, and I should have. That's freaking badass. Dude, you're incredibly talented.
Thank you.
I got a
This is
couple
one of
of
David's favourites, I must say.
Yeah, that's some shit, man. I want to see all of them. And it got hot in here. I gotta turn the air on. I'm burning up.
Look at my girl. Are you quite comfortable, Darby? Are you? Are you quite comfortable? Are you, baby? Right, back to
Well, while you're doing that, you want me to read a poem?
go for it.
Oh God. I turned the air conditioner off just to be able to like not have that background. It got hot as fuck in here real fast. Real fast, man. I'm already like having a hot flash and shit. Oh, Jael says yes. And put me I don't want to look at your legs, so I'm gonna bring box thingy. Gibbet. How do I fix it? Somebody fix it. Dude, why do buttons elude me so badly? Oh, now we go. Okay, my bad. Now I gotta turn it around. Nope. Did I do it? Nope. Ah, fuck. Where's the button? Flip camera. Alright, we're back. Yay. Ow. Damn it, that hurt. Book. Let's see. Do we want an old one or a newer one? One from the old book or one from the new book? And my old book's a piece of artwork as well. The title of it's real small and it's right there. Results not typical. The second one, I haven't made a title page for it, but it's The Ascension of Authenticity. That's the titles of those books. This is how I want to present myself as a writer. Or in journalism like I used to, but I don't want to fucking write manuals. I'm procrastinating on it because it doesn't sound entertaining. I mean, gathering knowledge and sharing knowledge and shit's entertaining, but if you don't draft them down, I will steal them. Go ahead. That's what they're for. They're free for the world. The thing about it is, you guys, I do have one thing that I've been really bothered about lately. I finally figured out North Node and South Node. All this time, I've been just not understanding everybody's interpretations of it to me. So now I understand. And one of the things that I have to do, apparently, that I have to learn in this lifetime is to know my worth and know my value and start charging people for my abilities, my gifts. And I'm like, what? You know, like, I mean, I didn't pay for this or go to a school to learn it. It just was already in me. May I help you, ma'am? Meow. 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 Anyway, new book or old book? Who wants to pick? And then I'll show you a couple more here in a minute.
Do you have one from the old book that coincides with the new book?
All of them? Well, there's a couple in there that are just about DRUGs or just about HATE or MUR, red rum. It's about red rum. You've been bringing out your journals? She is a sweetheart. Books lately. Yes. Journaling is good. You should write down every thought, whether it rhymes or not. Ow! With the claws! Alright, let's see. That's a good one. You've heard the question 1,000 times, though, haven't you? Or a trap? God damn, man. Like half this book answers that question. So, hey, welcome back, Diane's brother. So, I do about the Fae. Oh, you have poetry about the Fae? Why don't you come up here and share it with us, dude? I want to freaking hear it. I want to hear some fairy poetry. I'm feeling like... Ooh. I didn't mean to flip to this one. Okay, animosity. Used to be... I got drool on me now because of her. Animosity, not poetry yet though. Oh, it doesn't have to be poetry, just come up and share it. I want to hear. Anyway, so animosity used to be my stage name back when I did rock music. So it's a play on the word animosity, meaning searing hate for all things. Annie is a real first name. Masa D is a real last name with a D instead of a T. So that was my stage name, and it rocked. I liked it, but I wrote a poem about it, and it wasn't about animosity. It was about that character that I came up with in my youth to try to separate the parts of myself, if that makes sense. Like, characterize. That's what I did. I took and all of the different things about me, like the rock star part became a character, and that was animosity. Like this would be a character. This is Peace in the Meadow. And then the sick one was my street name. That's my initials, SIC. And then because I was the sickest beast you'd ever meet, there's a couple of poems about the sick one in here too. And like I wrote poetry, and there's a mad scientist version, there's an adventurer version, there's an Indiana Jones version. There's a lot of different characters of myself that I basically made a comic book about them. I don't have any of it anymore, but it's basically what all of my art has stemmed from, is this comic book and how I had characterized myself in the same kind of sense that somebody with DID would do, or somebody with split personality disorder. But in that case, they were unaware of it, and they would be definitely different personalities, and they probably wouldn't remember each other. This is not that. This is, I characterized the bits of myself so that I could separate them, so I could work on them individually, because I was such a chameleon and I had friends of all different kinds. So I didn't fit in one group. I didn't fit in any group. So I had to basically make my own, which is what you guys are. But this is my animosity poem, and the reason I decided to read it, because this is not one that I read out loud very often. I don't read it to anybody, actually. This will be the first time it's ever been read in public on the internet. And I wrote it in 2011. So it's because of how personal and real it is to me. Animosity was born from lies. Identity lost with her first cries. Discarded at the beginning of life. Violence and fear kept open her eyes. Questions came early because she had to know why life began so lonely and cold. Wisdom so young and a soul too old. Self-taught and determined to do it alone. She lived a century in just 3 decades, trying to survive the tidal waves of disappointment, anger, and pain, unable to find acceptance from the human race. She thought she needed to make friends, but every one of them was pretend. When her life was approaching the end, she found it to be as cold as it began. That was when I was 30, okay? I was 30 when I wrote that. I'm 47 now, so there's been a lot of growth in 17 years. Get off my ass. But that's why I like this one, because, or it's also why I don't read it out loud. I talk about my personal life in my poetry quite often, and I show it in my paintings quite often. But I don't hey Papa, I don't share these ones. Like, I'm really surprised that I shared testimony with you guys, because testimony was so real and so deep, and something that I'd been trying to get out of me for 3 or 4 years, really honestly 25 years. But it just, I don't know, testimony just hurts really, really bad, because I had to write it, because I needed to get it out. Which is why we called it testimony. You know, supposed to teach from a place of experience, right? All right, let's see. Where's the one that saved really woman? This is such a depressing book in some places. But this was where I was going. Because you remember The Path of Self-Discovery that I revised and like made it sound more up to date. I've got the original is in this book, and then this is the part 2 of that, and it's called Her Journey. And it's several pages long, but it's really good and it flows pretty well, I think. Y'all want to hear it? This poem is about to be ruined by the smell of cat ass.
Yeah.
Y'all ought to be able to learn, like, this is my Loki just took a shit face. I can't even walk that way until she's completely done, because if I do, it'll spook her and then leave a trail that I'm going to have to clean up. So if I want it to be well and contained in the litter box, I have to wait. This happens every time I'm live. This is a hard thing to do in the evenings, you guys, and I'm usually at work for it, so I'm not usually here for it. All right, Her Journey. So I wrote it 4 p.m., December 30th, 2009. Darby let one go so bad with cats. Oh, yeah. All right. Here comes a weary traveler with blisters on her feet. Feeling lost and helpless, she falls to her knees to thank the universe for her courage, determination, and faith to continue her journey with all her honor and grace. She won't give up so easily, never lingers too long, learns any lessons available till she finds a place to belong. Everywhere she's ever been, she tried to make a connection, to feel out her surroundings. Hey, Michelle. For any form of affection. Hey, Liz. Sorry. To feel out her surroundings for any form of affection. Even though she gets rejected from every common ground of man, she still believes in second chances and little footprints in the sand. Thanks, Marionette. She cannot let pain and loneliness conquer the hope she feels. She walks a path that's hers alone. It's the only thing that's real. Without fear of what's to come and no worry in her eyes, she gladly walks with blisters onto the next surprise. Each day she has an adventure, exploring anything that's new. Obstacles, trials, and tribulations have become something fun to do. She knows that it won't be easy, but a challenge makes her feel alive. She was never meant to conform to a world where she couldn't thrive. Being somewhere too long bores her. She quickly begins to feel caged. She feels the sickness rising, tries to control her fits of rage. But there's a monster inside her she's afraid to unleash. Because she's seen the wreckage, she knows the strength of the beast, which is why she tries so hard to find peace wherever she goes. She'd much rather live to be happy, while deep inside her fury grows. Well, she knows of great power the universe granted to mankind. Freedom of will, she has the choice to journey forth, leave it all behind. She'll take any blessings, any memories worth keeping, then slip into the shadows while the others are sleeping. Steal away in the wind, her only compass so far. See where it takes her, a new journey starts. Hope and curiosity calm the monster she holds inside. She travels on to the next venture, tucking away the rage she hides, then offering the world a vision of a traveler living on faith that someday she'll find peace to match her strength and grace. She may forever be searching for love, acceptance, and where she belongs. She's driven by faith in her purpose to quickly recognize the wrong, the negative or unuseful, all just the ego's tricks to distract her from what's important or try to make her forget that her travels are genuine and promise rewards at the end. If she never gives up, she'll eventually find real connection. You can levitate. That's awesome inner energy, but we're putting a pause on that because I fucked up my notes. So next week, we're going to be talking about the psychic body and how it affects the other 4 bodies. But next week is specifically the psychic body and how it affects the physical body. The week after that, the psychic body and how it affects the emotional body. The week after that, the psychic body and how it affects the mental body. And the week after that, the psychic body and how it affects the spiritual body. That way we can align all 5 of our bodies, because I figured something out a few weeks ago. And also, one more thing I should mention. There's a hardcore transit that's coming up for me. I defy to not visualize a cat taking a shit during this one, but beautiful. Yeah, I know, right? I could smell it. So she's already in here too with her back turned to me like, look, mother, I have shit and my food bowl still has food in it that I have refused to eat. And there's no treats. And that's your cue. You're supposed to do it when I shit. Not this time. Thank you. I appreciate this, Shazam. Sorry, she's a dick. She does this to me all the time. Welcome in, Bree. But yeah, that was my part 2 to The Path of Self-Discovery. The Path of Self-Discovery is in both books. I really love that one. It's hot as fuck in this room. Oh, y'all want to hear one that's not about spiritual shit? This has actually got a really real story. I gotta turn the column on. It's got a real story as to why I wrote it. Because I had just gotten out of jail after being in jail for 2 months trying to fight an assault charge that I did not commit. This girl was all cracked out and she's pulling her own hair and smacking herself in the face, screaming, "You're assaulting me, you're assaulting me." And I just went home. 30 minutes later, the cops come knock on my door, and I spent 2 months in jail. When I get out, all of my roommates are gone. And one of them was the reason that I had moved there. We were like totally into each other. We shared a bed and all that stuff. So, and when I came into the apartment and they had moved out, the only thing that was left in the apartment was flyers from his little like one-man band thing that he did. Because I actually met him at an open mic. So that made this poem, and it is still one of my favorite cadence poems that I've ever written. It's called Worst Reminders. I wrote it May 22nd, 2010. I thought I could handle this. Walk away like nothing mattered. Instead, I fucking cursed myself the day my world was shattered. I found some photos on the ground. In moments, I had them gathered. Pictures of the worst reminders. I should have left them scattered. Had my eyes I just got the chills. Had my eyes blurred that day, overlooked your face on the floor. If I hadn't seen your image, I wouldn't obsess over the score. Torture myself for hours too long. I want to look at them some more. Pictures are the worst reminders, showing how we were before. Ooh, got another chill. Wonder if he's thinking about me right now. I haven't thought about this dude in 15 years. This is going to probably get me flagged. Hopeless, self-unravel panic attacks. There we go. When I put your face away. Denying what happened to us. Fantasizing down memory lane. Getting captured and lost in your eyes. Imagining you still love me the same. Pictures are the worst reminders. Guaranteed to drive me insane. The camera caught such beautiful emotion. Frozen in time and flirting with me. Feeding the fires of my obsession. Making me miss you like crazy. Maybe if we could get together, you could see the way I see. Pictures are the worst reminders. Sure to be the death of me. I love that poem. Even though, like, I shouldn't. I love it. I love that one. Go ahead, Shazam. I'll be right back.
Oh my good Gordon Govan medal. That is beautiful. That was really touching. Well done. That was lovely. I'm not getting emotional. Hell no.
How does something that cute smell that bad? That's what I want to know. Yeah. You stink, bro.
That's what you're feeding her. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Come on, I'll smell it fucking horrible. I'm out of Febreze. Wait, I just had some Palo Santo around here somewhere. There it is. Sweet. Okay, yeah, I like that one. I don't know, like, y'all want to hear something cool? I don't know. I got some really fun ones that are about DRUGS and stuff like that. I got some stuff in here that's about violence. I got some stuff in here that's about my shitty ass family. And oh, every attempt at a lover that I ever had is in this book. I don't write love poems, but I can sure write a breakup poem. It's fucking sad. Like, literally, I'd have to say, like, half of this shit, personal growth and spiritual. The other half is pining over a lost relationship that never made it to relationship status. Like, I'm just so fucking pathetic back then. I'm not that bad now, but I'm still pretty bad. That's why I've been single for so long. Nobody wants to date me, because I'm clingy. It's because I'm starved for affection, y'all. I love this one, though. This one's kind of cool. It's the only one that's in here. She's actually eating her fucking food right now. Hold up. Yay. This one is the only one in the book that's written in red. It's the only one. And it's pretty dark, but it's pretty cool. Family drama one, please. I can definitely relate. Okay, but can I read this one first and then I'll do a family one? Because this one's pretty fucking great. It's called Final Hour. I wrote it June 7th, 2009 at 10 a.m. And then I'll find a family one. I'll find a really good family one. Demonic possessions burnt in my eyes. Horrific confessions curse my demise. The terror of dying takes me by surprise. My journey is burdened with remorse and despise. Calculating the seconds as I recognize. Time isn't stopping. This I realize. Unpure and filthy behind my rewarded by screams and furious cries. Wielding my sword, each person gets sliced. Structures are crumbling, the flames start to rise. I take pleasure in killing as humanity dies. Earth becomes cured of the plague of mankind. To reign in this Eden is our coveted prize. Hell will relocate to this paradise. All of God's creatures will be sacrificed. With anarchy and chaos we cross the line. This legion of devils, demons, and swine. A victorious day, our destruction of time. God's precious creatures paid the ultimate price. The blood-covered ground and the ashes are nice. Satan's so proud to beat God at his fight. The soot and the smoke cause a permanent night. The first fallen angel has proved he is right. God's Holy Spirit removed our sight. Despair, grief, and anguish, blood-curdling cries. God's been defeated. He's laid down his life. Purgatory, Hades, and hell shall arise. A reoccurring nightmare I've just described. Okay, I like the way it is. Okay, fine. That one's not as cool, right? That one's not as cool. I think it's cool. I love the way it rhymes, and I love the way it ends. Family drama one. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? I will read one that I've never read in public. I don't know what page it's on. In fact, I don't think anybody's ever actually heard this poem. Maybe 2 or 3 people ever in 20 years. Oh, was that it? All of my page numbers are gone. Ha! Hi, Bella. What was the title? It's For My Mother. Oh shit. It's May 31st, 2009, 6 p.m. is when I wrote this. It's called For My Mother. It's literally what it's called, see? And it's a song, but I don't know how to sing it. Oh no, the last poem? Oh shit. Final Hour. It's called Final Hour. Where's my... Okay. Fuck, I don't know. Ooh. Y'all about to see a side of Meadow y'all don't know, okay? This is the old me, all right? This is who was writing this, was the old me, okay? It's like, I've forgiven the woman now because I understand. Like, I have a different understanding of it, in fact. Because I asked a question very recently to my guides, and they almost cheered and booed at the same time because it's like the question that most people forget to ask. So our soul is on a journey, right? And we are... Some of us grow up abused, severely so, like me. Hated, psychologically, mentally, and emotionally traumatized, and told you're worthless, and struggle with your own self-worth for fucking first 50 years of your life. You know, all of that shit. All the things that go along with abuse, like severe abuse. And not just the physical, but emotional and mental as well. I used to want to unalive her. But recently, something came to me. And I asked the question, what about the souls that choose to be the abuser? They choose to be the one that tacks on that karmic weight, that they're going to have to now live multiple lives, sometimes hundreds of thousands, to be able to work that karma out, and all the while accruing more because you're still stuck in that same loop now. Your soul chose that for that child's personal growth, or for whatever that needed to happen. You know, I'm not saying all the children that are abused are like that. It's not. I happen to be a really rare and unique case in many levels, but I'm glad that I am the way that I am. But that was my first thought, like, when I got to thinking about it the other day. Like, I used to always ask, why do they abuse their kids? But now I turned it around. And I asked about the karmic debt that they accrue when they choose to be that person, so that the child can have whatever awakening or whatever psychic ability or whatever the fuck the thing is that they put in their contracts. My also question is, couldn't we have found a gentler way? I could think of a million other ways that I could have gained the knowledge and the powers that I have. And the majority of them I walked onto this planet with. So, I mean, they were already mine. They were already going to be mine. So did I need to go through all that? Did I need to go through all that to become the compassionate and understanding of other people's pain? You know? And I've been deep diving in my charts a lot lately. I've been doing it for a couple of months now because I've learned all that shit now, and now I understand it better. And it's heavy in my chart all the way, that I had no safety ever in any way, in any form whatsoever. Not at school, not at church, not in Girl Scouts, not with friends, not spending the night, not definitely not at home. You know, my only safe spot was the creek. And I write about the creek a lot. But unhealed version of me from 20 years ago wrote this poem, or this song rather, called For My Mother. So one part says, instigate the fires, ignite the lonely embers, stirring up the ashes, then douse it well with fuel. Twisting in my fingers is an eager book of matches. That's hard to say. Twisting in my fingers is an eager book of matches. Most children never fathom their folks can be so cruel. And then the chorus, what were you thinking of? That's your idea of love. My innocence was lost. Now it's time to pay the cost. And then the first verse. It wouldn't take so long if you would just be still. The ropes will not budge, though struggle all you can. I wish to return you to the nightmares I can't shake. I had all the therapy I can fucking stand. No matter what I've tried, no drug could erase memories of the horrors of what you did to me. Now I'll never be normal. That chance is gone forever. Locked in small dark spaces, but this time it's not me. Quit chewing on your gag, for your thirst will surely grow. Your hunger should subside after a few days. You'll eventually get used to it. I certainly did. For more than a week, I suffered the August blaze. You're old, so I doubt you will last as long. God may show you mercy, though you deserve this pain. I hope you remain aware for this, every second etched in your mind. Remember how ruthless you were? Now will never be okay. I've always believed the rule to take an eye for an eye. God loves the little children and keeps them safe. I cannot tell what this is because I scratched it out and wrote something else. It used to say safely. Oh, I see now. Keeps them with God loves the little children and keeps them safe. And I can't fucking read what it says. It used to say safely at his side, but we'll move on. You were a godless person, full of malicious spite. God failed the tortured child who prays simply to survive. Exhausted all my dreams, hoped my talent would guide me to a path of peace, forgive myself at every turn. This inferno is proof of my gratitude to you. I start to feel relieved as I watch you slowly burn. That was an unhealed version of me. Don't gift that. That's a terrible one to gift. That's a terrible one to gift. Oh, thank you. I'm grateful very much. That's a hard fucking one to read, man. It's hard to read. It's hard written. And it's hard to remember myself that way, too. I mean, I still listen to murder music, and I still think about, Blood and Guts and Freddy Krueger and cool shit like that. One Love, what's up? But, yeah. I used to be so full of rage, you guys. So full of rage. I still talk about it. And I still feel it deep down, I guess. Because it's still there. It's just, I'm pointing it in a different direction now. If that makes sense. It gives you a lump in your throat. Yeah. Can you tell that it gave me a lump in my throat? Huh. No, One Love, we don't do that here. In fact, y'all want to see what I did with the gold star? Okay. I still got gold star. And then I got no. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Anyway. I've been talking about worth and purpose for 20 years, apparently. Ooh, the trilogy. I don't know if y'all don't understand that one. Because it's, like, I don't even understand it anymore. I used to. Dude, the whole house still smells like your butt, man. This one has a bunch of angel numbers in it. I didn't even notice that until just now. Do y'all want to hear it? We can move on. We don't have to keep listening to me. I'm just, take me cigarette. What the fuck? What did that say? Oh, it says, sharing a poem about the journey from childhood trauma to healing. Welcome to the meadow, everyone. Well, all right. I don't know. I hadn't read this one in a long time either. It's also a song. But it's really, this is how depressed I used to be. Tell me why joined me? Because I don't know you. And it's my life. So, I let people up that I feel are safe. People that are demanding and not taking the time to engage in the comments and get to know us first before hitting that guest button. It's called disease. And here's the angel numbers. So we got January 22nd, 2011. 1222011. Anybody else see that? Okay. All right, verse 1. I've been running for so long. I don't have to. I have moderators for that. I will eventually, though, if they don't if they become disruptive. Yes, I will. All right. I've been running for so long. I forgot what I was running from. Everything I do is wrong. I don't know what I've become. Maybe I am a disease, an outcast, a misfit, and a total jinx. Everyone is afraid of me, so I cry alone with no one to hold. Will someone love me, please? This loneliness is killing me. Filthy and withered and starting to burn. My muscles are aching from the freezing cold. When, God, when's it my turn? Suffering through life is getting old. So now I beg you, with my restless soul, to be my family and love me. It's too bad that it's already been sold. Satan pollutes the universe with me. That's how sad and depressed I was. I don't know my first time group join. Well, still got to get to know us in the comments. And we got to fill you out. And right now I don't feel I'm not getting safe energy from you at all. So, and I trust my energy. Hi, Brenda. You think you're going to sneak your little booty in here? Hey, time traveler. How you doing, Wes? You did sneak in on me. How'd you do that? I always see you coming, Wesley. Anyway, that was pretty sad and depressing, right? Can you imagine, it doesn't seem like the same person, does it? Hey, Knowledge Bombs, how you doing, bud? It doesn't seem like the same person that wrote this and is sitting before you today and writes this. This is a whole different ball game. Did you sneak in here all dear? It's okay. My voice is very good. Well, thank you. Would you like for me to sing a song for you that I wrote? I can do that. I gotta get a drink of water first. I'm starting to feel crumple a little bit. I can smoke a cigarette while I'm doing that. I got all the ingredients of a good cake. Shazam. All right. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. All right, this was called a happy ending. Am I alone in this world? Is there no one left but me? Damn. Imagining a face I'm not allowed to see. When I go outside, the world around me disappears. It's time to realize that I'm not really here. It's so wrong. Forgotten who I am. Failed the master plan. Lost the real me for so long. I've waited patiently, hoping I could see a happy ending. My voice is getting hoarse. Is it all just in my head, or am I trapped inside? The last words that you said, still screaming in my mind. The fault of who's to blame? Is there no one left but me? I've crossed out all the names. Now let the truth be seen. Damn. It's so wrong. Forgotten who I am. Failed the master plan. Lost the real me for so long. I've waited patiently, hoping I could see a happy ending. Am I alone in this world? Is there no one left but me? My voice was scratching. Oh, hi Leprechaun. Hi Enlightened. Hi Ella. How y'all doing? How you doing? Oh, I don't want us to talk anymore. Can somebody else talk for a minute? You are such a vibe, girly. Well, thank you. You should see me when I'm all by myself getting stoned and researching shit. And throwing pins across the room. And this is a callus. You see that? Because I've been writing for so many years. You see that shit? That is not a callus any fucking more. It's bone, dude. It is bone. She, hey, King Mikey, how you doing, buddy? She the vibe. What's up, Leprechaun? Hang out with us. I know, dude. Literally. Who the fuck do you know that holds a pencil on their third finger, though? For real. Like, for real. Who does that? Thank you, King Mikey, for the hard-on. I love it. My brothers give me hard-ons. Who holds it on their third finger? Nobody. Everybody does on this one. I cannot for the... I've tried, practiced, everything. War wounds, yeah. That's what that is. I've tried, I've practiced, everything I can do. Look, I've even gone so far as... Where's my pens? Oh, bottom that. I have gone so far as to do this shit with them. Oh, fuck, maybe. Okay, apparently not in that cup. Trying to force myself to practice other ways of writing. Trying to protect this callus on my... Or not callus, this bone... on my knuckle that I don't just rest the pen on, I like fucking hold it. But I got little things like this around my pens, and I've got others that I'll put on my finger just to try to practice using these fingers, you know, instead of this, or the tips of my fingers instead of my knuckle. And I'll get like 2, maybe 3 sentences written that way, and then all of a sudden, it's right back here again, and I'm fucking, How do I stop doing that? I've been trying so hard to break my habits, goddammit. I could change my mindset, but I can't stop fucking using the same finger. Hi, Leprechaun. How you doing, bud? You know my anguish, don't you, bro? Like, fuck, I can't stop doing that, but I could do this? Sorry.
Every day.
Every day I'm hustling. Nah, bro, see, I had fucked up. Did you see my video earlier that I posted earlier?
I haven't been on too much since I started working, but
okay.
I'll have
So
to go check it out.
funny thing. No, it's not anything worth checking out. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I fucked up. And you know, I could see in the multiple timelines, so I'm assuming that this is what had happened. Because I was, in my head, had already filmed the psychic abilities and how they affect the physical body. In my head, had already filmed it. So I didn't need to write it down again. I'd already done that. That was what was in the black book. Totally forgetting that that's actually the psychic abilities that are in the black book, not how they affect the physical part. They don't have... Dude, I have a shit ton of those. But they're never big enough and they don't really work that well and they fucking hurt too. But anyway, so... And then I'm like, okay, so I start writing my notes down from my phone. I start writing them down where I can read them. That are all from the emotional body, or the mental body, rather. And then I realized halfway through, fuck, no, emotional's next. So I had to back up and pull all my notes on the emotional body and start writing those down. I finally get them done about 24, 30-something hours ago. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not touching another goddamn thing in these hands, especially this finger. I'm not going to write another thing. And this morning... I decided to pull my phone out first thing, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going over everything that I've written down in my book right next to it, and I'm like, fuck. Let me go make sure that the live got posted onto YouTube, because I don't remember posting it. So I go to check my live recordings out. The last one was the telekinesis and telepathy one. It was not psychic abilities and how they affect the physical body. So I must have seen that in another fucking timeline is the only thing I can think. Because I was for real convinced.
I remember seeing this.
Do what?
I remember seeing it. I feel like
You
I
saw
remember
this-
seeing that too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. See, ooh, what? Wait a minute. That correlates with what the fuck we were talking about earlier.
That's last time we
I just had
talked. Last time we talked, I think.
No. Leprechaun, hold on. Earlier, me and Saved were talking before I went live because he plays my opening song and stuff. So we're having our little meeting, and I happened to tell him about a vision that I had, and he said he'd been having the same one for the last 4 days, and I was like, oh, but you know what? That actually all correlates. That
Yeah,
that's,
you kind of need like another perspective to know that you had a vision.
do what?
Like,
Say that
like
again?
you said that you said that you talked to someone else about something and they were having a vision. So they didn't know they were having a vision until like you both brought it to awareness. Is that what you were saying?
No, we didn't know we were having the same one. We both had the vision.
Right.
We had the same
Right.
one.
I feel like I've had visions, but I don't realize it.
Hi, Vicky. Vicky's here. So you really would have been. You should go back to. You should go watch the replay on my YouTube channel. We didn't get the copy of the one that has Claire Tangency, Claire Gustance, and Claire Aliens in it, but because they falsely violated me and shut me down. But Vicky, you could join us if you want to. I know she works all the time now, so I never get to talk to her anymore either. So anyway, the other one, the first one on there on my YouTube rather, is the second part, and it has clairsentience, clairvoyance, audience, I almost said aliens, audience, and claircognizance, and then it also touches on a little bit of telepathy and channeling and mediumship, and then the following episode is just about telepathy and telekinesis because of what fucking giant they're those lists. Look, the lists of different telekinesises and telepathies are out there. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know how the fuck they're still coming up with names for this shit. But
There,
so it required its own show.
I'm curious. Is there a music telepathy? Like where like someone would send you a song, or like where you get random songs in your head? Yeah,
Yep.
that's been happening to me quite often.
Sometimes it is your. What are you doing? Are you okay? Sometimes it's your guides. They like to speak in music a lot. If you have a soul bond with a soul that is not in physical form, they'll do that too. But that is almost all your ancestors, your guides, or your soul bonds that do that. They like to communicate music. Are you okay, Boo?
Right there.
Are you okay?
So, all right,
What?
check this out. So I work where I'm working is an old train depot, like a repair station
Super cool. I want to
from
fucking
like
see
the
that.
40s. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But like, so every now and then I'm a welder by trade. So every now and then my welder will just like malfunction, and it's a brand new welder, so like it shouldn't be malfunctioning at all. And I'm kind of curious if it's like something to do with the older building, like spirits there or something.
Could be. It could be. Give me a second.
'Cause
Jael,
I feel like
Dad,
spirits mess with me a lot.
they do that sometimes, but also, and this is one of the things that you're gonna find out if you watch the replay of the telepathy and telekinesis one. Because I didn't know this until I was just doing this research. But hold on, let me answer Jael. Are you going to re-record the lost one for YouTube? That is a fucking excellent idea. I might actually do that. Go on the analytics and see who all was in the panel and see who all was in the comments that was engaging and that wants to be there, and specifically invite y'all back to it and try to redo it. Of course, it's not going to have the same like oomph as it would from the beginning, but at least it would have the information that we needed, and that's a really great idea. And I do still have all the notes, so thank you for that. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. You have such a cool trade, Leprechaun. Yeah, he does. Okay, so your heart and your nervous system create what is called a bioelectronic elect bioelectromagnetic field. Thank you. Bioelectric magnetic field. And it looks like an aura to most of us. Like that's what we see when we're seeing an aura. We're actually seeing the biomagnetic electric field. The heart produces the most. Your nervous system produces a pretty good sized one, but the heart produces the bigger one. And so when you are really highly telekinetic or telepathic or any of those things, if you have a lot of psychic energy going through your system and your psychic body is existing wide open, then you will affect electronics a lot. You will affect machines. So yes, I actually, when I do the educations on these Leprechaun, I fucking don't leave a single thing unturned. And I do not add religion at all. It's all fact-based shit. Go ahead.
No, I'm not a religious. I'm not a religious person, but that's hilarious because I affect electronics all the time.
So did I. But when you heal,
It was
'cause
weird. One second. So
Go
like
ahead.
my machine today, I can't remember the first part, but it was telling me to hold. It was interesting. I don't know.
It has
I've
digital words on a screen, or it has a mouth and it said hold.
So like if you get a technical error, it'll have a readout of like where your volts and wire speed are normally on the machine.
Okay.
So this is like a brand new machine though. Like I just started there and they got it like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be some kind of faulty machinery or something like that, but it sounds like to me it's your bioelectric field because you do have, I've tried to tell you this the first time we talked, you do have a wide open psychic body that is being unmanaged, and that's why you need to be coming to these next few episodes where we talk about this stuff.
Yeah, you were. You're very right about that.
Very right about most things, Wesley. I mean, Leprechaun. Sorry, I thought I was talking to Time Traveler for a second. I'm having to feed her because she's acting like she's about to die. I'm wasting away, mother. Can't you tell how weak I'm getting? My meow was even pathetic. Yeah. So hungry. I'm going to faint. Nobody feeds me the torture. She doesn't even eat the damn food. She just wants to eat treats. That's all she wants to eat all the time now. I fucked up and got her spoiled by just trying to get her to eat once. Now she's fucking useless. Now she's like, I would only eat the treats. I'm still gonna make you buy the canned food. Just so I can sit there and go to waste and be fed to the outside cats. Yay! Pets with personalities, how dare they? I'm just making friends with you. Oh, all right. But yes, that is the kind of stuff that we will be sharing in the how the psychic body affects the physical body. And then there's a whole nother one, a whole nother level for the emotional, a whole nother level for the mental, and a whole nother level for the spiritual. That's why I'm having to do them each in one live, because there's so much information about how to see it in yourself, how to find it, how to realize it could be this, but it also could be this. And if this stuff is not working, then this is the next thing to try. Because if this isn't working for me, she thought she was killing a bug or something. She had some little something. She was just beating the shit out of it with her little paws. She has played in this house, y'all. She hasn't played in like 2 or 3 years. And hey, what if? And so, man, it's my baby. She's playing. I know.
That's awesome.
I don't know, man. Because she's 15, dude. Have you named her yet? I take it it's a female leprechaun. What is it the leprechaun's got?
It's got a
Shazam?
new machine. It's got a new building
Oh,
machine.
the machine that you're talking about.
Yeah, you got to name it. You got to name her. Sounds like a female welding machine.
Oh, no, I have not yet named it.
You know when you
I
get a
get what
new
you're saying, though.
tool,
That's hilarious.
Yeah, what you going to call her?
Well,
Megan?
yeah, all right. The name that came to me right now was Mildred. I don't know why.
Mildred, I love that.
I was hearing
And
Persephone,
because it's
or
brand name is a Miller.
All right, I was hearing Marjorie. Ugh.
Mildred Miller.
Well,
I have an uncle
that's
named
the brand,
Billy
is
Williams.
Miller.
Billy Williams.
Really?
Meadow, I need you
Yes,
to
ma'am.
psychically release the nerve that is pounding in my left buttock. It's screaming.
Okay.
Please do something.
Here's what-
about it.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to remember that your nervous system, your stomach, your heart, your brain, your skin even, it likes for you to talk to it. It wants to hear your voice. You ever heard that phrase, mother is the word for God on the lips and mouths of children everywhere? Came from the movie The Crow. That's where I remember it from anyway.
Wow.
That
I've never heard
your
this
body,
also.
you hadn't? Oh, that's awesome. Your body parts are, hey, Babatero, your body parts are the same way. Your organs are the same way. They look at you like God, like mother, like you're their sustenance. You're the thing that keeps them alive. You're their protection. And even though they all kind of work well in the same, and that's how you exist at all, but they don't know that. What they know is that you're their higher up. So when you talk to them and you tell them, it's okay, Nerve. It's okay. You can wiggle out of those little pieces of little place that you're getting pinched at. It's fine. And it's okay, hip. You can relax. It's okay, back. You can sink into this pillow. Does that taste good, stomach? You know, that kind of stuff. I heard it from Dolores Cannon. I thought it was horse shit at
I
first.
love that.
Started doing it. I started
like
doing it,
that.
and I haven't had fibromyalgia pain in weeks.
Oh, wonderful.
It's hard for me to.
you're
I
looking
don't know if I can talk like that though.
Huh?
I
You
don't know
think
if I could
I
talk
thought it was
like
horseshit
that.
too?
Like,
You don't have to talk to it like that. Talk to it however is comfortable for you. I was trying to relate to what would be
well,
comfortable for her.
like sometimes when something ain't working, I'll swear at it and it starts working. But I've been trying I've been trying to be better at with my language though.
What kind of language? Oh, the way you talk to yourself?
Just like not using like the F word and stuff like that.
Oh,
I've
I
been trying to
use
just
fuck
be more
like a comma.
mindful.
I'll use fuck
No,
like
I
a
still
comma.
use it. I
Cunt
still
is my
use
favorite
it.
4-letter word. Yeah, cunt and fuck. I like them both. Pretty much. It's normal. I don't like.
They go together.
You fucking call me normal, and I'm gonna fuck you up, sir. The fuck?
All
Get outta
right,
here.
well, at least
Are you
we're on
lost?
the fucking same page then.
All right.
I'd throw it in.
I put food in your bowl. Boy, she just
Who
the whole
said,
life,
who
y'all.
said their lower left hip? I think that's where my hip.
She's got a
is.
pinch. She's got a pinched nerve right here, and I don't feel like and then slowly let it down, and then bring another leg up and hold it like that for another 30 seconds. Thank you for the hard on. What if I love when my sisters give me hard ons? That's I don't even know where that came from. That was annoying, but and then also another one you could do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this in the camera, but where you grab this leg and pull back,
Yep.
or if you can grab it with the opposite arm and pull back, which I haven't been able to do since I was quite a bit younger. So I don't know if you'll be able to do that one, but
Oh.
but doing those things will help to work it out, so it won't be bothersome always. Pinched nerves suck though, but they do get unpinched eventually.
Oh gosh.
I had one in the exact same spot, like pregnant with Rory. Okay, I'm like 5 months pregnant, working in Olive Garden. I go in the door, in the indoor, because it's to go in the fucking kitchen. And this dude with a giant tray comes barreling out the indoor instead of going out the outdoor and wrecked into me. And I had a tray full of empty skillets, and they were still fairly hot. And yeah, that's my son's name, Rory, Rory. Couldn't say his R's the first 6 years of his life.
Oh my
either.
gosh.
Good job, Mom.
May I say, can you hear me, Meadow? I'm apologies for interrupting. My brother's name
good.
is Rory, Rory.
Oh shit!
There's no coincidences in this life, and I was meant to hear that right now for me. And he was born February 5th, and I just want to let you know that what a magnificent name you picked.
What's his middle name?
It
What's his
is
middle name?
Rory. It's Rory Bryan, Bryan. What's yours?
I just had Lee. It's after my brother, my father, and my grandfather. Their middle names are all Lee.
Oh, Irish
He said
too,
in New York.
Rory. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Meadow.
he's not though. He's half Apache Indian, and I didn't know he was Indian when I gave birth to him. So, and his name means Red Warrior. Rory Lee means Red Warrior.
Oh.
Like, way to name your child a racist name, Mom. It's not what it was. It's not what it was at all. Because Rory means red or red-haired. So, it's not racist. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when I went through my treatment stuff, it's called Wellbriety, and it's like called the Red Road to Recovery, and it was a really good read, and helped me out a lot. And it's kind of about the native ways. So if anybody likes that kind of stuff, I would highly recommend that.
I love it, but I live I live in an area where I
Gratitude.
can learn about it from firsthand. I got to
Right.
first time I ever tripped peyote was with my Indian family out in the fucking cave area where the Quartz Mountain Range has all the cave system. That was a long time ago though. It was like 30 years ago. I totally don't recommend doing it in your older years. That was absolutely a younger experience. Don't do it at this age. When you've seen more shit, you don't want to see that kind of shit. I'm telling you. Trust me. I don't know if I want to do some ayahuasca either. I know everybody swears about ayahuasca, but I'm like, dude, I can do the DMT squeeze. You can learn that for free on YouTube, by the way. And I am a microdoser. So you don't want to go hardcore, like, let's throw the chemicals in here today. I don't know, Jen, what do you think? When's the last time you did something like that? It's been a long minute.
Hasn't been that long since I talked to Sid.
That's what we used to call it too. Fuck, I have not heard any of the youth say that at all. They probably wouldn't even know what Sid is.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
Gen
Oh
X?
shit.
And
Yup.
I would have loved to do the ayahuasca thing. I just never had that kind of money, Here, Annie, meow.
Well, to me, like, the only ways that I've heard that it's like a spiritual experience and amazing, you have to have a fucking guide. You have to go to fucking South America or some shit, or Mexico, which is fine. Like, I love a vacation, but I don't want one where I don't want, look, I'm pale, period. No beaches, no deserts. No.
I'm laughing because
like the
I'm
lake.
the same way.
But see,
The pale people, the pale of the world. We can look at the sun kind of from inside the window and behind the shade tree. Will you go eat your food?
That's
You're pissing
because
me
you're
off. Go eat your food.
you're the pale moon sky of us, Meadow. Stay pale.
so it's always
It's okay.
I can't tan.
No, don't tan.
Yeah.
I can't. I walked 5 miles to work every fucking day when I lived in New Mexico a year and a half ago. and in the sun and did not fucking change a shade. The closest I ever got to a tan was when I was 14. Thank you for the hard on, brother. I love my brothers give me hard ons. Was when I was 14 and went to South Padre Island for a week and a half with my cousin and aunt and uncle. And I think I turned like 2 shades maybe darker, and then it was gone as soon as I got home. Yep. I've mowed many a pasture, and just got red as my lips. Thank you for the hard on, sister. I love my sisters giving me hard ons. Thanks, Mel. But yeah, no, I don't. I turn red and go back to pale. That's it. There's no tan. There's no melanin or Is it melanin or melatonin? One of them's sleep. One of them's skin color.
Melanin.
Huh?
It's melanin.
Some genius you are, Meadow. You can't even tell the difference between melatonin and melanin. There's a T. I can tell the difference, you fucker. Sorry.
So I've never had a bad vacation ever.
God, I have.
And like I mean, I don't really have any dark nights either, right? Because I take shit out on myself. I don't take it out on other people. I've never dreamt up demons for myself, so I've never had any of those either. But it's always been a spiritual experience for me. After midnight, then on the coming to morning, you know, it's always been a real spiritual thing for me. And whatever decisions I would make about life, I would follow through with. And I hadn't done it for a really long time. And I prefer the natural over the other, but either or, it doesn't matter. But you know, it helps you feel the love. Okay, so I believe that the majority of mothers, the minute they find out that they're pregnant, they fall in love with that baby, and the love just continues to grow while they're carrying it. And then that first time you hold that baby in your arms, that love just keeps multiplying over and over and over. And it's like those two instances of feeling love, like we should feel that kind of love all the time. Because I believe that's the ultimate love, the love that mothers and then at birth, parents, we can't stop ourselves. It's just there and it becomes, you know. And I feel like that's the kind of love that those tools can help people find. Because that's what we're really looking for, is to love ourselves like the universe and everything else loves us, you know. And it's a good tool. It's a natural tool, or it wouldn't be here. You know, it's something that God put here for us for a reason. And I say, if you got the chance, do it. Do it. And, you know, maybe you need a guide, maybe you don't. All you got to do is set your intentions. You know, I think they do that
I
guidance
always just let the trip fly.
just so they can make some money, you know. Make some money, because it's, you know, the kind of money that they're charging is ridiculous.
May I say something, Meadow, to the man below me, which you're not below me? Your name, Jen, I think it was Jen Talks. Wait, I'm sorry.
Gin and tonic. That's
Yeah,
she's one of the gins.
So you're that's not a man below me, that's a woman?
She just has a low voice like I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm 52 and I sound like I'm 12. No disrespect, Queen. I just wanted to tell you that your name is 77. 7 plus 7 is 14, and that's me. And when you were speaking, you said, I believe. And I think, because I know that you already know, so we don't have to say believe anymore if we know. If we say believe, this is just for my truth, and I'm just advising or encouraging. No one has to take shit I say. But when we speak out the words from our magical vibrational wand of a tongue that we know we speak instead of believe or think, it works out better.
Also, believe has the word lie right there in the middle of it. Like, Okay, my neighbor and I had a conversation just like this earlier today, kind of, but it wasn't spiritual. We were. She had told me that she only had one pregnancy, and because I found out that my daughter is pregnant again, and she's dilated to a 10 already on 20 weeks, and she's lost a lot of babies. She's had a lot of miscarriages because she's got a low cervix. And anyway, so we were talking about that. And she was saying, I couldn't imagine what it's like. And I was like, yeah, I can't either, because I've lost grandchildren, but I've lost my children, but not that way, not through miscarriage. Hey, Corin. And so we were talking about that, and I said, something, we're actually kind of an odd pair, because the only pregnancies we've had are living humans, are still standing on the ground humans. We didn't have any tubables, no abortions, no miscarriages. And she straight up says, well, I don't believe in abortion. And I said, well, abortion exists, whether you believe in it or not. You cannot agree with it, though. Is the way I said it. And she just looks at me all funny, and I was like, see, because believe means that it's a personal truth. That's great. I don't agree with abortion either. I mean, I think it's necessary sometimes to keep somebody alive or whatever. There's 100 million reasons, and people can make their own choices. I'm absolutely, that's your body, your choice. But I myself was almost one. My granny and papa would not pony up the money, and that's why I got given up for adoption. So, so I used to say that too. I don't believe in abortion, but hello, the abortion still exists. It's there. It's real. So, like, the word believe, I feel like is one of those words that we need to take out of the language, I don't know. That's me. Belief system, a lot, truth.
So how do you,
I am
how do you feel about belief? Oh, I lost you. Where'd the sound go?
I know. I said it's because I mute
there it
myself.
is.
Yeah, I mute myself too because because when there's more than one mic open, it usually there's background noise with my air conditioner going and whatever sounds y'all are having. It makes the sound quality go up and down, and also it promotes active listening, and it's more fun and entertaining. Go ahead, Jen.
While you were on the subject of abortion, and I just want to say this because it's very, very important for people to hear this and wrap their heads around it, because not just about this subject, but it just happens to be useful using this subject as precedence. But we would like to believe that we know what choice we would make or wouldn't make in our life, but until that incident or that moment happens in life, we really don't know what choice that we'll make. And long ago, I had to choose me and my. It's okay that I had to make a choice that I didn't want to make. But like I said, we'd all like to believe we know what we would do or say in any given situation. But until it actually happens, we really don't know, because we don't know what the circumstances are going to be at that moment. So I just wanted to share that while we were touching on that, because I think it's really, really important.
Gratitude for you sharing that. I've experienced the same experience, and I just want you to know I feel the blueprint of your treasure chest, of your heart, of your soul.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can't imagine having to make a choice like that. I feel for you and with you, and got my cheeks chilling again. I was lucky in that sense, but at the same time, it wasn't. Thank you for the heart on, brother. I love my brothers give me heart ons. Thanks, Falcon. Because my children were born, but they were illegally and wrongfully stolen from me, and then my name was dragged through the mud, and lies were told about me that are still being told 25 years later. Then my children were turned against me, so I don't even get to have a relationship with my grandchildren. I just found out my daughter's in Tennessee. I didn't even know she was in Tennessee. She's not in Oklahoma, right down the street like I thought she was. So apparently she took off, and I do know what loss is like, and it doesn't matter what size the loss is, how deep the loss is, how personal the loss is, whether it's belongings or people or lives. or your pen or your lighter. I feel like grief and is one of those things that can't be measured. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't matter if you're grieving for 20 years over your lost children, or if you're grieving for 20 years over your unalived brother, or if you're grieving for a child you never got to hold, or if you're grieving for a parent or a grandparent or a friend. Hell, I'm still grieving over this one friend that unalived in my arms. It's, I've always been pro party. Okay. I've always been pro party, but do so responsibly. And one thing that I absolutely abhorred was huffing. I just can't. I can't. I watched a lot of people get very, very badly hurt from that. And this boy, was coming to my house. I had gotten a house for graduation, and he was a couple years younger than me, and took a hit of his rag before he came into my door. And by the time we were going to embrace for a hug, and by the time that he got to my arms, he had a brain aneurysm and just slumped right into my arms. I was 18. He was 14. I never got over that. And I'll never get over that, because I tried to stop him from doing that so many times. All of my friends that did it. And after he died, then I had a real platform. And we say this a lot, like we don't always understand what the reason is that something happens. Because you need it to happen to get this thing done, or personal growth, or helping to encourage somebody else to stop doing something that's going to unalive them. And cheeks chills again. You know, I didn't even know that kid's last name. Still don't. I know I learned it at one point, but it's one of those things that it doesn't matter. I didn't know the kid's last name. Why am I grieving him? Because of the event, you know? And because of how it touched me. In fact, I reconnected with somebody that I used to know in school. He's a different race, and my family's very backwoods, or they were. They're not so much anymore, but thank you. But anyway, he was darker and I was paler, and my mom, we were talking on the phone, 6th grade. We liked each other. My mom picked up the phone and heard another, race on the phone, and went in there and jerked the phone out of my hand, slammed it down, told me that if I brought them home, they would unalive them and make me live with that. And I was in 6th grade. How old is that? 9, 10, 11, something like that? That's way too fucking young to hear some shit like that. To even be dealing with some shit. To even understand racism at all. Kids don't understand racism because it's programmed. It's conditioned. It's not real. We come here on this planet in our souls with love. We learn unsafe. We learn harm. We learn hate. We don't come here hardwired with that. Not one single soul, not even the NPCs come here hardwired with that. We all come here hardwired with love. Earth is the only fucking planet that I've ever incarnated on that weighs this fucking much. That is this heavy to the point that it happens in everybody's lives. I've yet to meet a single human being, young, old, doesn't matter. I've yet to meet one that has not experienced some kind of horrible trauma at the hands of another. And that's why I came. Because I couldn't stand watching it anymore. And seeing Source do nothing. That's why I was an atheist all of this life. Because I knew hardwired in my soul that this did not fucking compute. That's not the God I knew. Wouldn't allow that shit to happen. If you're omnipotent, if you can create all this shit. Oh, I know I am the Source. But I'm trying to express the thoughts that I had at a younger age before I knew that. So I didn't even believe in source energy. I didn't believe in any form of God back then. And now I know I am one. And that's wild. But those were my questions. And going down my charts like that, one of the things that I've noticed is that it is very embedded in my charts. My numerology, my human design, my natal chart, and the soul contracts charts. Every fucking chart, even the astrocartography charts. All of them point to the same thing. That I'm here to put a stop to what has been allowed. What has been the people that have been too afraid to say anything about it or do anything about it. So they just continue to go along with it. I'm putting a stop to it. And I will not tolerate it. I do it at work. Bullies want to bully some other people or talk crap about some. No, don't do that. Be nice. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Keep it to your fucking self. Because I don't want you tainting my goddamn energy with that shit. Okay? And I'll put my fucking foot down. And when I do so with authority. Some of them want to fight me for it. Some of them shut up. And that's okay. If they want to fight me for it, I don't want that for you. Because I black out when I fight. And I can't control myself. I terrify myself. I terrify everybody, in fact. So that's why I worked on my anger. That's why I worked on my violent streak. That's why I worked on the pain and the suffering and the depression and all that shit that I was carrying all those years because of the things that I had been through and the things that I came in carrying my ancestors' fucking shit too. Also says that shit in my chart. So I'm not just clearing my own, I'm clearing everybody's. But it didn't stop the cycle from continuing. Yeah, it stopped on me because I'm conscious of it. I'm aware of it and I didn't do that shit. And I still don't do that shit. I've never done that shit. And we make movies like Mean Girls. We encourage shoot 'em up video games, which is cool because I like a shoot 'em up video game too. But the fact that, hey Lori, the fact that the fact that our entire society is so accepting. Well, I'm just not going to say anything about this because, you know, it's normal. Every kid has it. Every adult has it. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Doesn't make it right. Just because it's been made normal. Doesn't make it right. Thank you, Lori. And I'm going to put a stop to it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you like me or not. I don't care if you want to fight me or not. Hey, little squirrels. Thank you for the heart-on, sister. I love my sisters. Give me heart-ons. I absolutely will not tolerate it. In any form. From strangers. From coworkers. From friends. From family. Doesn't make a shit. If you see something, say something. Thank you, King Mikey. I appreciate you, brother. If you see horrible shit going on, put a fucking stop to it. You know, my friend that I was telling y'all about earlier, the one that we've recently become friends again, he doesn't even remember all of that, but it marked something in my heart forever. I was terrified. I was terrified to date people, period. Didn't matter what color they were. Thank you, Lori. Because because I was afraid they were going to get hurt if they got tangled up with me because of my parents. And that put a genuine fear in me. It was a definitive marker of my childhood. Something I shouldn't have had to deal with that I had to deal with on a very intense level. And it put in habits and it put in discernments and things like that. But it also showed me the uglier sides of people. Not just from what I experienced at the hands of them, but how they were to everybody else. Those are always cute. Thank you. I must ask you a question. But like I can't do it. I can't. He said, I'm not going to stop something. If I see a girl getting beat up by her boyfriend, I'm not going to stop it because I have a friend that went to jail because he did that. And you know what happened? He went to beat up the sister's boyfriend because he was beating on his sister. Sister goes right back to the boyfriend, and the brother's in prison. That also has got to stop. And I've been essayed many, many times in my life. Didn't matter if I said anything to anybody. I got shut down. I got called a liar. I got treated like the bad guy every time. So not only has my body been violated, but also my soul, my mentality, all those things hurt. They traumatize you. You don't realize how much it traumatizes you until it happens. And it's not just the event. It's the way that people treat you after when you're trying to speak up against it or speak out against it or put a stop to it because you deserve justice. That shit's going to stop too. I have the cross of a people. I am here to destroy systems from the inside. That's cute. I'm here to destroy the system from the inside, destroy what no longer serves truth. If it does not serve truth, I am here to fucking annihilate it. And I will not do so peacefully and kind. And I will not do so compassionately. I will give every false thing an ultimatum. You can shine truth or you can be annihilated. And that's how I'm going to do it. That is my attitude from this point forward. Oh, I felt my great grandma, specifically her hands. Because I have the cross of people. Truth likes that. Truth does like that. Because there's been too many people out there that have been hurt or imprisoned for doing the right thing. And there's been so many people out there that were totally innocent. Didn't do anything wrong. And bad things happened to them or they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. But, and I'm sure most of y'all probably remember this movie, The Boondock Saints. In the very beginning, he talks about the evil of indifferent men. The ones that just stand there and watch and don't do anything about it. I don't know what's worse. Being the committer of the crime or being the one that stands idly by. And I don't give a fuck. I got in a fight with them at work the other day over some shit like that because somebody was in there yelling at one of my coworkers and I'm not about to have that life. I'm walking out the fucking door telling them, hey, don't do that here. This is his job. You need to go somewhere else and save this for later. And then this other girl yelling at me, hey, you see how the rest of us are just sitting there being quiet? Yeah, and that's the fucking problem. Sorry I went on a tangent, guys. But I'm not sorry because it needed to be said. All right. Valcorin, hi, how are you, buddy? Thank you, Lori. I haven't even said hi to you yet. You've just been chilling.
Oh, you're good. I'm just hanging out, making dinner. Just got done mowing the yard, being an adult after
See,
working, all the fun stuff.
I must ask you what kind of dinner you're making.
Because it's 8 o'clock at night, I'm doing chili dogs.
It's 8 o'clock? Where are you at? Washington. Pacific?
Pacific.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yep. So, got done later than I thought, so I have to do a faster meal than I thought. Or that I want to do.
That's all good. I dig that, man. I get off at like midnight and 1, so I don't eat until I eat like right at closing. By the time I close my Subway down, I am like, get away from my food. I've been hungry all day. I've gotten like 2 or 3 bites of something fried, probably that was probably cold too when I ate it. Oh, working in a restaurant business, yay!
All kinds of
What are you
fun.
making though? The mustachio was funny, but I still want to know what you're making. Oh, chili dogs. You already said that. Sorry.
Every time I have the munchies now, that's my new munchie, so I don't go after desserts, and I still get my sweets, but I get a natural sweet rather than a processed sweet, you know what I mean?
I do. In fact, I've gained quite a bit of weight back over the last. Well, I did when I was in Kentucky. I gained a fuckload of weight back because I did nothing but sit and cook and eat and sit and cook and eat. Yeah, I know I'm hungry too. Thanks, Val. But then, like, I got here and I went to work. And when I went to work, hello, I don't know what your name is. When I went to work, I don't get to eat until close. So I've lost weight again, but now I'm starving. And I've already eaten 2 meals today. 2 meals in the last 3 hours before I started the live. Because I didn't want to be hungry. And now I'm like, he's got chili dogs? I can't eat chili, but I can eat a cheese dog.
Given the chili, a guy's uncle came in. He goes, "Anybody like chili?" I'm like, "I'll take it." He gave me like 12 cans of chili. So as far as I'm concerned, that's 12 free meals right there. And at this day and age, with how much everything costs, you take anything you can get.
Yeah, dude, I had to buy. I was really wanting a steak. I've been craving a steak, but I'm no longer in the state of Texas. Therefore, a steak is not going to be available to me. It may be available, but it will not be a Texas steak that's available. Let me put it that way. It will not be a good-looking steak. It will not be thick. It will not be juicy. It will not be marbleized and pretty. Instead, it will be thin, beat down, and filled with meat glue. Have you guys seen anything on the meat glue? I can't talk about that. Don't boot me off fucking TikTok. You had a steak and out. Fuck you, King Mikey. In Texas? Oh, fuck you twice. Jealous. I'm so jealous right now. I'm gonna fuck you twice. I'm such a good friend. He says in Texas. So Val, tonight we were just kind of like goofing, and because I fucked up on my notes, I advertised for the mental body, thought that I'd already filmed the physical body, and wrote the notes for the emotional body. And it's both. Oh, I'm already restricted. How? And search results for the next 10 minutes because you're live to not comply with the For You feed LGBT. Oh, harassment and bullying for telling him fuck you. Come on, man. That's my friend, and it was in jest.
Oh,
okay, cool.
I'm so sad.
Submit
My
feedback.
feelings are hurt. Just kidding.
TikTok's allow content. Notice is unclear. My left does not contain the content. Something else. Let's do that one.
As long as you're 18 plus, you should be able to say whatever you want.
Yeah. I should be able to
As far
smoke
as I'm
too.
concerned.
Without the little
It-
fucking
Yeah.
consuming stuff.
Yeah.
He
Little
approves the
AI bots.
harassment.
That's all it is. It's their little AI bot that watches you now.
Dude, did you know they fucking shut my live down on the first episode of my psychic abilities part? They shut us down right in the middle of clairsentience, man. And it was such a great live. Had a full panel. We were all engaging. We were all sharing stories and questions, and everything was amazing. I was still getting my niche though on what I was going to do with this series, but tonight, because I fucked up my notes and I didn't find out until today that I had the wrong notes. You're writing and not in a good way. Oh, you're wilting. Yeah, you got to go to bed, Shazam. You can take a night if you want to. It's 4 a.m. Where you're at. I get that. I'm already tired too, and I'm hungry now because of Al. So, and I have to get a hold of my friend that has. She said I could have the car tonight, so that way I can shop in the morning. So I have to do that before midnight. So, hey Eeyore. But I bid you a very lovely sleep, my friend Shazam. I don't know if she's there. If she hears me. David is snoring like a big bear. So anyway, we were doing poetry and art. Before you leave, Shazam, I had one more I wanted to show you. Actually, 2. They're not done, so don't judge them. This one is super cute, and he's all shimmery. It's Loch Ness Monster, but he's dreaming of being a Pegasus. And that adorbs. Okay, I love it. And then this one, this is I never fucking talk to gods, but Hikari was telling me the other day like how to position her face and what colors to wear and all that shit. And I was like, hey, I don't know if you're real or if you're an egregore, but I'm doing it because it just seemed like a cool thing to paint. But I done fucked up their faces a few times because of my twitches. But I wanted to show you those. They're not done yet, so they will be eventually. But they're pretty cool so far. Even their eyes glow. Watch this. And the snakes. That's wicked red. There's actually glow stuff around them too, but you can't. I gotta get it to charge. Hold on. See? Oh wait, I don't have it. It's a cigarette, but yeah, it's not really on there.
it's
I
really
didn't charge it
cool.
very long, so it will be cooler when I'm done with it. We're not done with it, but anyway. Does anybody, fortunate accidents, does anybody else, the Loch Ness, does anybody else want to share a poem or anything before we shut it down, or does anybody want to say good night? I was going to roll till midnight if I had the right information, but because I don't, and this is all we were doing, and I've already showed all my paintings, I'm bored and I'm hungry. What, does anybody have anything they want to share?
I just hope y'all have a good night. I gotta get to bed because I get up at 3:30 every day. So.
You guys all have a good night. I'm gonna enjoy my food and put my feet up for a while.
I have found the greatest of all candies, the Cadbury cream egg, for my deliciousness to devour. I can't do it on camera though because it's a horrible mess and it's very schmexual. But y'all remember, join me next Tuesday where we're actually going to do the episode that we were supposed to do tonight. Oh, they're your fave too? Hell yeah. Which will be the psychic abilities effect on the physical body. And then the next one will be the psychic abilities effect on the mental body, or sorry, emotional body. And then the next will be this on the mental. Yes, it's going to tell you about each one, what they look like if you don't know, and what to do about it, and how to integrate it, and how to hone your abilities and get better and stronger at them, and also how to create boundaries and a bunch of other great information in there. I just wish I could get it off of this and onto paper without killing my hands. But here we are. Remember, guys, come at everything with acceptance, understanding, support, encouragement, love, gratitude, curiosity, and be open to receive, including yourself, especially yourself. When you see someone without a smile, give them yours. Be the change you want to see in the world. Love you guys. Good night. Oops. Fuck.